Hello and what is up, my friends? It's Thunderbob here, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at Elden Ring. More specifically, you're going to be looking at how to get this game running in ultra-wide and super ultra-wide resolutions. Unfortunately, out of the box, Elden Ring does not support anything above 16 by 9 on PC, but with an app called Flawless Widescreen, you can get this running without too much difficulty. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to download, to install, and configure Flawless Widescreen for Elden Ring. I'm also going to show you how to disable Easy Anti-Cheat, because out of the box, unfortunately, Elden Ring does not play nicely with any kind of modding. If you are online with a modded Elden Ring, you will get banned from EAC, and unfortunately will not be able to play online in the future. So you can pretty easily disable EAC. There's a couple ways to do that. We're going to talk about a couple of them in this video. And I think this is a really, really great example of an ultra-wide game on PC. It doesn't work out of the box, but after you've got it running, it just looks amazing. This mod also allows you to go above 60 FPS, which is not possible out of the gate. So we are going to be walking through that. And if you get any questions, just let me know. I'm also just going to acknowledge Shadow of the Erdtree is dropping tomorrow. Every time the game patches Flawless Widescreen and all the other widescreen fixes out there, usually break, but they will get fixed pretty quickly. So if you were doing this and it's not working, it tells you that it's an unsupported version. Just wait for Flawless Widescreen to get updated. It likely will very quickly because this is a very, very popular game. And then once it does, this should be up and running again. So if you're interested in getting this running for Shadow of the Erdtree, watch the video. And if you have any questions, drop me a comment down below. I do want to thank you for watching, and yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay, now we are going to take a look at how to download, install, and set up Flawless Widescreen for Elden Ring. To begin with, you want to go to the flawlesswidescreen.org website. This is where you download the tool, and this tool is not just for Elden Ring. You'll see there's a huge list of games, and actually this list, I believe, is fairly outdated. I don't think Elden Ring's actually even on this list. But it supports just a ton of games, and games that don't support ultra-wide or super ultra-wide out of the box, or improves the support if it is there and maybe is missing something. So this is a really useful tool if you're a widescreen gamer. You want to scroll down and download either the x64 or the x86 package, depending on your CPU. If you've got a 64-bit or not, you're probably going to be using x64 in most cases. Download it. I'm not going to actually walk through installing this. If you can't install this, you probably shouldn't be messing with modding your PC games. But it's very simple. Download, walk through the install wizard, and then you will have something like this. These are the available plugins on the left. You just simply click on one to install it, and it'll pop up here. I'm going to go ahead and remove that because I don't actually have that installed right now. But you can see lately I've used this with Alan Wake and Elden Ring, and any of these you install will be available. And each one has like a custom kind of interface with what it can do. For Elden Ring, it does a lot of things from, enabling the ultra-wide or super ultra-wide. It allows you to go above 60 FPS, which is not possible out of the box. You can adjust the vignettes. It's just a really, really useful tool for Elden Ring in particular. Now, before we actually jump into the game, I do want to acknowledge down here there's a warning message. This game uses EAC, and you must ensure you disable it first by blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go through what you need to do here. There's a couple of ways to do this, and basically if you just try to go online and use this, there's a good chance you are going to be blocked or banned by Easy Anti-Cheat for Elden Ring, which means no more online play. Now, unfortunately, you can't play Elden Ring with Flawless Widescreen online without running into that problem. So if it's kind of a choice here, you can play with ultra-wide or you can play online, but you're not going to be doing both. It is pretty easy to switch back and forth. So if you get tired of doing the widescreen and you want to go back to online, I'll show you how to do that. There's a couple ways to get around this. I'm going to show you the two that I've utilized. There are other methods, and maybe people will comment below with how they've done it. But I'll show you the couple of methods I've used to get around and to launch it with the non-EAC version. So first off, let's go to Steam. And yes, I do have 1,801 Steam games. Don't judge me, please. Let's find Elden Ring. And it's as easy as going to Manage and Browse Local Files. Drag this over, and this will be your Elden Ring installation. And I'm going to bring up that flawless widescreen on the screen also, so you can kind of see this at the same time. Now it's telling you that you need to disable EAC by either replacing or blocking it with like a firewall. I haven't tried the firewall method. There's also ways where you can go into Steam and you can like change the Steam ID to where it always launches the one you want. The easiest solution, and I did this for a long time, is just to open eldenring.exe. Whenever you're starting the game, you could pin this to your start bar, to your taskbar. You could send this to your desktop and then only launch it from this, not from Steam. The problem is, though, if you ever launch it from Steam by accident, or you know, you're not thinking about it and you're running flawless widescreen, you do risk that ban. So I was doing this for a long time. There's another solution for this, actually. So the other solution that I've used, and there's a couple ways to do this, but the easiest one I found is actually to rename this protected file. This is like the easy anti-cheat version, basically. And you can just, like, I'll write original so that I remember, like, this is the original version, and just hit yes on that pop-up. And then you come in here, and I would just duplicate this file. You could just copy and paste, and it'll create a copy. And then you want to take the original start protected game.exe. You could just copy this. And then you want to just rename the eldenring.exe that you created with that. And now, if you launch the game from Steam, it will automatically launch this protected version of the game. Or the unprotected version, I should say. That'll keep you offline and keep you from getting potentially banned by easy anti-cheat. If you ever launch the game and you notice like this fix enabled unchecks itself, then you have somehow launched the EAC version. There's some kind of check or protection in here, I've noticed, where this will uncheck if you launch the wrong version. You'll also have to check this acknowledge and ignore to be able to even run this flawless widescreen along with the game. So what I would do is come in here, fix the launcher, check fix enable, check acknowledge, turn on everything you want. I would just probably turn everything on. I think most of these are beneficial, but it's always your own opinion on if you want like chromatic aberration on or off. I think it's kind of annoying. The FPS limit, if you've got a 60 hertz monitor, it's probably not useful to go above. I usually set it right to 144, because that's the FPS on my monitor. Most of these are useful though. So that's the basics. I would make sure you're launching the non-EAC version. Come in here, turn everything you want on, and launch the game while flawless widescreen is running, and you should immediately see the difference. Okay, I'm going to show you. When you launch the game, you are probably going to see this message. Basically, it's saying that it is not an online mode. If you see up the top, this is like connecting to Elden Ring server or anything like that, you did not do this correctly and you're online. If you see this message, it means you're not playing online. This is what you want to see. And then, can't remember where I last logged in at. I'll jump in and just see. You'll notice there are times where like the edges do look kind of messed up, like in cutscenes and in loading, but otherwise, like, it is a beautiful, beautiful game in Ultrawide. And let's just see. Yeah, I'm getting above 60. I have everything maximized here. If I lowered the settings, I'd be getting closer to like 100 FPS, but I've got everything max right now, so that's why I'm getting a little bit less. But beautiful, beautiful game in Ultrawide. And yeah, so that's all there is to it: downloading, installing, and enabling the Ultrawide mod. Now, I did this video just before Shadow of the Erdtree dropped. There is a good likelihood that this game will be patched, and flawless widescreen may temporarily stop working. That happens every time the game gets patched. Very shortly afterwards, especially for a big game like this, flawless widescreen will be updated and should start working again. But if immediately after the expansion drops and it's not working, that is probably why. It's just a matter of waiting for the flawless widescreen patch to get dropped. So it's that easy. Beautiful, beautiful game in ultra wide, one of my favorites. I'll end the video here. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, drop me a comment with any thoughts, any tips for getting this working better or for Elden Ring. And I do just want to thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great night.